Everyone. Hope you're doing well. So here we move to the next question from the same passage, and the direction for question is answer the following question based on the information provided below. So looking at the text, we understood what this text is all about. We understood the tone and style. Now let's jump to the question. The question asked which of the following statement would the author most likely agree with based on the passage. Okay. So the question is presenting here which statement aligns best with the author's view as described in the passage. Now, look at each choice. The first choice stated the concept of hermeneutical injustice is less significant than other forms of discrimination in academia. Second, the exclusion of patient researchers from academic discussion is an example of systematic inequality. Third, the challenges faced by patient researchers are primarily due to their lack of formal qualification. And fourth, efforts to improve diversity and inclusion in academia have successfully addressed the concern of patient researchers. Well, if we look at the first one, the concept of hermeneutical injustice is less significant than other forms of discrimination in academia. So, option one doesn't suggest that what, or option one in which the author doesn't suggest that hermeneutical injustice is less important, isn't it? Less important. Okay, which one? That called as a hermeneutical uh, injustice. So if we look at the option one, it is less important. In fact, the passage highlights it as a significant form of discrimination. So hence, we consider option one is incorrect here, right? Coming to the next one is stated about what means option two. The exclusion of patient researchers from academic discussion is an example of systematic inequality. So if we look at this second choice, which is nothing but um, correctly correctly aligns with the author's view, the passage discusses how patient researchers are, you can say, excluded, you can say that from important academic discussion, which is an example of, you can say that, system inequality, isn't it? So in that case, we consider option two would be the correct one here, right? So let's look at the other options too. So other options stated the challenges faced by patient researchers are primarily due to their lack of formal qualification. Now this one focuses on discrimination rather than discrimination, discrimination rather than what? Qualification, rather than qualification, qualification as the main issue. The challenges faced by patient researchers are seen as stemming from unfair treatment, not just a lack of formal qualification. So hence we can consider option three is also eliminated. Four, efforts to improve diversity and inclusion in academia have successfully addressed the concerns of patient researchers. So the passage indicates that efforts to improve diversity and inclusion have not adequately resolve the issue faced by patient researchers. So this statement does not align with the author's view. So in that case, option one, three, four are eliminated. Option two would be the most appropriate, as the author would most likely agrees that the exclusion of patient researchers from academic discussion is an example of systematic inequality, as this reflects the core idea of epistemic injustice discussed in the passage, isn't it? Hence, we consider option two would be the most likely uh, agree with by the writer, isn't it? Hence, the answer should be option two. Hope you understood this. That's all.